Your engine might be shaking right now, or it might feel perfectly fine, while quietly losing 25% of its fuel efficiency with zero warning lights. Either way, the cause is probably the same sensor and the fix costs $8. Hi, I'm Stefan. I spent 15 years inside dealerships, and the sensor I'm about to show you is the most misdiagnosed component in any modern engine. Not because it fails dramatically, because it fails in two completely different ways, and most drivers only know about one of them. If your car shakes, vibrates, idles rough, or if your fuel economy has quietly dropped over the last few months without explanation. Stay with me. 10 minutes, $8. This might be the most important thing you do for your engine this year. The sensor your dashboard never warns you about, and most sensor problems announce themselves. Check engine light comes on, code reader spits out a number, you Google it, and find out what's wrong. The mass airflow sensor doesn't always work that way. The MAF sensor sits in your air intake, between the air filter box, and when it reads accurately, your engine runs clean. Right fuel-to-air ratio, smooth combustion, maximum efficiency. When its sensing wires get coated with oil vapor, carbon particles, and fine debris, it starts feeding your ECU incorrect data. Not dramatically wrong, slightly wrong. Wrong enough that the ECU miscalculates fuel delivery on every single combustion cycle. Wrong enough to run your engine rich or lean without ever triggering a fault code. And here's what that silent inaccuracy costs you at the pump. A car rated at 30 miles per gallon highway running a contaminated MAF sensor consistently delivers 24 to 25 miles per gallon in independent testing. At $3.50 a gallon, driving 15,000 miles a year, that's $350 in extra fuel costs annually. Without a single warning light, without a single code, without any indication that anything is wrong, that fuel economy drop doesn't happen overnight. It creeps in over months, gradual enough that most drivers assume it's normal aging. It isn't. It's a sensor that needs $8 worth of cleaner and 10 minutes of your time. When it does trigger a code, what happens next? Some MAF contamination does eventually cross the threshold into fault territory. Code P0101, P0102, or P0104 appears on your scanner. And this is where the real cost begins. The service advisor plugs in the diagnostic tool. The code points to the mass airflow sensor. The advisor writes up a replacement. You pay $400 to $650 depending on the vehicle. And here's what nobody tells you. The OBD2 system cannot distinguish between a MAF sensor that is broken and a MAF sensor that is dirty. The code is identical either way. Both conditions produce the same output voltage deviation, both trigger the same fault. That distinction, broken versus dirty, is worth $600 every single time you bring that car in. Independent repair data shows that 30 to 40% of MAF sensor replacements involve sensors that were functioning correctly, just contaminated. Not defective, not worn out, dirty. But there's something even more important than the replacement cost. Something I didn't understand for the first several years of my career. Replacing a contaminated MAF sensor doesn't fix the problem. I watched this happen repeatedly for 15 years. Customer comes in with rough idle and a P0101 code. We replace the sensor, code clears, car runs better, customer leaves. 18 months later, same customer, same code, same symptoms. Because the sensor wasn't the problem, the contamination source was the problem. The degraded air filter sending debris past the element. The aftermarket oiled filter transferring oil directly onto the sensing wires. The crankcase ventilation system pushing oil vapor through the intake. Replace the sensor without addressing the source, and you're selling the same repair every 18 months, which, from a revenue perspective, is exactly what a dealership wants. I replaced MAF sensors for years without once asking why they kept getting contaminated. That question would have saved my customers thousands. It also would have cost the service department a significant revenue stream. I need to be straight with you about something. The reason I never questioned that pattern wasn't laziness, it was structure. The dealership workflow doesn't include a try cleaning it first step. It's not in the diagnostic manual. It's not on the service menu. It's not something the service manager ever suggested. And I followed that workflow without questioning it for over a decade because the system rewarded replacement, not restoration. What changed things for me was a customer who came back for the third time with the same MAF code. Third replacement in 4 years. She was frustrated. I was out of explanations. I went home that night and pulled the SAE technical papers on MAF sensor contamination. The data had existed for years. Cleaning procedures, contamination source diagnosis, root cause analysis. None of it was on any service menu I'd ever seen. The next morning, I tried cleaning her sensor before writing up a replacement. The code cleared. The idle smoothed out. That was 3 years ago. She hasn't been back with that code since. I spent 15 years in a system that had the answer and never used it because there was no margin in it. That's why this channel exists. The fix. Exactly how to do it. Engine off, key out. That's all you need. Step 1. Locate the MAF sensor, air intake tube between the filter box and throttle body, 2 screws, 1 wiring harness connector. If you can change an air filter, you can access this. Step 2. Disconnect and remove. Press the tab on the harness connector and pull straight back. Remove the 2 screws, slide the sensor out. Do not touch the sensing wires with your fingers. Skin oils contaminate the element and make the problem worse. Step 3. Spray. CRC, mass airflow sensor, cleaner only. Not brake cleaner, not carb cleaner, not WD-40. Those products damage the wires permanently and turn an $8 fix into a $600 replacement. Hold the sensor wires facing down. 10 to 15 short bursts from about an inch away. Watch the contamination rinse off. Oil film, dark residue, carbon deposits. Let it drip dry completely. No wiping, no blow drying, no rushing this step. Step 4. Reinstall and let the ECU relearn. This step is different from cleaning an O2 sensor, and it matters. Slide the MAF back in, reconnect the harness, replace the screws, start the engine, and let it idle undisturbed for 5 full minutes without touching the throttle. The ECU needs this window to re-establish baseline airflow readings. Skip it, and the rough idle may persist even with a perfectly clean sensor. Drive normally for 50 to 100 miles. Fuel economy should begin recovering within the first 2 tanks. Now, fix the actual problem. Cleaning the sensor buys you time. It doesn't protect you if the contamination source is still there. After cleaning, check 3 things. Your air filter. Hold it up to light. If you can't see clearly through it, it's overdue. A $15 to $25 filter every 15,000 to 20,000 miles is the barrier between your MAF sensor and everything the road throws at your intake. Your PCV system, the positive crankcase ventilation system, routes oil vapor from the engine back through the intake. A failing PCV valve sends excess oil vapor directly onto the MAF wires. If your MAF gets contaminated repeatedly, check the PCV valve before you buy another sensor. This valve costs $10 to $20. A cycle of MAF replacements costs $1,000 to $800. Your aftermarket air filter. If you run a K, an N, or similar oiled performance filter, make sure it's properly cleaned and not over-oiled before reinstalling. An over-oiled element transfers oil directly to the MAF wires on the first drive. This is one of the most common causes of repeat MAF contamination I saw in 15 years. When cleaning isn't enough, if symptoms persist after 100 miles of normal driving, replacement is justified. Buy OEM or OEM equivalent only. Denso, Bosch, ACDelco. Avoid unbranded sensors from online third-party sellers. A counterfeit MAF produces identical symptoms to a contaminated one, and you won't know until it's installed and the code comes back. Replacement is a 20-minute DIY job. Same process as cleaning. Remove, swap, reinstall. Parts cost $60 to $150 versus $400 to $650 at the shop. And this time, fix the contamination source first, or you'll be back here in 18 months. What's the one car problem you've been living with because you're afraid of what the repair bill might be? Drop it below. Make, model, and symptom. I'm building my next series around real problems from real drivers, and yours might be the next video. If this video just saved your engine, you now know how to stop the $350 annual fuel loss that starts the moment those sensing wires get coated, and how to avoid the $1,800 replacement cycle that follows when nobody asks why it keeps happening. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss what the industry doesn't want you to know. And share this video. 1 second of your time might save the next driver 18 months of repeat repair bills. Also, remember, what's the one car problem you've been living with because you're afraid of what the repair bill might be? Drop it below. I'm building my next series around real problems from real drivers, and yours might be the next video. I'll see you in the next one.